In the name of God, the most merciful, the most kind. Peace be upon you. What you are about to hear is not a normal political discussion, because the situation unfolding right now could change the entire Middle East and possibly the world. The tension around Iran is no longer hidden, and the signals coming from Washington, Tel Aviv, and regional capitals are extremely dangerous. Welcome to Haqiqat TV Science and Health, where we break down what is really happening behind the scenes and why the coming days may decide everything. The reality is that before any possible war with Iran, a direct conversation took place between Turkey's President Tayyip Erdogan and former U.S. President Donald Trump. During this conversation, Erdogan suggested something very important. He proposed that the Iranian president should also be brought on the call so that it could become a three-way discussion and perhaps a solution could come out of it. However, Donald Trump refused to include Iran in that call. This refusal itself reveals a lot about the seriousness of the situation. Now listen carefully to what happened next. Turkey clearly advised that no strike should be carried out and that the matter should be paused at this point. The response from the other side was a clear no. They said they were not willing to stop. Instead, Iran was presented with three options, or you could even say four options, and was told to choose. The message was blunt. If these options were acceptable, Iran should respond immediately. Otherwise, only a few hours, a few days, or a few nights remained, after which an attack would be inevitable. When you look closely at these conditions, you immediately understand how serious the United States is. The first condition was about Iran's nuclear program. Iran was told to bring its nuclear program completely down to zero. This is not new, as such demands have been made before. The second condition was about Iran's ballistic missile program. Iran was asked to completely end its missile development and significantly reduce its missile range. This again targets Iran's defensive capability. But now look at the third condition, because this is the one that changes everything. The third condition was that Iran must officially recognize Israel. This means not only accepting Israel's existence, but also accepting all of Israel's actions. Along with this, another point was added, which made the situation even more explosive. It was said that there should be a regime-level change or restructuring so that no strike would be needed, civilians would not be harmed, and everything would happen under international supervision. If you step back and analyze all of this, one thing becomes very clear. Among all these demands, the most important one is the recognition of Israel. Iran was essentially told that if it accepts Israel, there will be no attack. All other conditions suddenly became secondary. The nuclear issue, missiles, and other matters were pushed to the background. This kind of offer is not meant to be accepted. It is designed to be rejected. This is exactly what people mean when they say that an offer is made in such a way that the other side cannot possibly accept it. Instead of opening the door to negotiations, such conditions push both sides directly toward war. When you place a condition that you know the other party will never accept, it becomes clear that you are not looking for talks. You are preparing for conflict. That is why it is now absolutely clear that the United States wants war. Iran understood this immediately. Even before hearing all the conditions, Iran rejected the very first one outright. Iran said that it would not even discuss these demands. However, Iran did say one thing very clearly. If the United States is genuinely serious, Iran is willing to talk only about a nuclear deal and nothing else. Iran openly told Trump that they know he is preparing for war. Still, they said that if the intention is honest, they are ready for dialogue. But they also warned that if the Americans believe they can attack and Iran will remain silent, then this is a serious misunderstanding. Iran made it clear that thousands of American soldiers' lives would be at risk. Iran then presented its own counteroffer regarding the nuclear issue. Iran said that if nuclear weapons are truly the concern, then Israel's nuclear weapons should also be taken away. Iran said that its own nuclear material could also be handed over and that the entire Middle East should be made free of nuclear weapons. This was Iran's response, and it exposed the double standards at play. At this point, a very important question arises. Why is there such fear of Iran's long-range ballistic missiles? Limits on uranium enrichment can at least be debated, but why such obsession with missile range? The answer is simple. The last time Iran launched long-range missiles, Israel suffered serious damage. That damage is something they do not want repeated. This is why they want Iran's missiles, drones, and defensive systems taken away completely. In reality, the conditions being imposed are meant to leave Iran defenseless. The meaning of these conditions is clear. There will be no negotiations. An attack is inevitable. The war will be large, destructive, and devastating. This is the current situation, and there is no point in pretending otherwise.